In the midst of cancellations and closures, an art exhibit actually remains open, but for a limited time, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Black ABCs. Since the 1970s, these letters have been used in public schools around the country, helping students learn how to read. The photos for those learning images were taken of children here in Chicago. Arts correspondent Idowu caught up with some of those children as they marked the anniversary with a new series of portraits.
Imagine you're just watching TV one afternoon, nothing out of the ordinary, and suddenly you see a photo of yourself as a child.
I was watching a TV program in the 90s, and Tupac was interviewing in a school, and the letters were behind him as he gives the interview. And I'm like, and he was in California, and I was like, these letters have reached the West Coast, all the way over there. And that's when it came to me like, wow, those letters do have an effect on people, and they're still valuable to that day.
The letters Kevin Williams is talking about are the Black ABCs. Created in the 1970s by two Chicago teachers, the letters were meant to give African American students learning materials that was more reflective of their community. The letters started in Chicago public schools before circulating nationally and now online. This year, the Black ABCs are celebrating 50 years with an exhibit at the University of Chicago's Arts Incubator called S is for Soul Sister. The exhibit features portraits of Williams and some of his peers with an audio element that allows visitors to listen to each person recall the day their photo was taken. The backdrop of their portraits feature an artistic representation of their own cells, which were swabbed from their cheeks on the day of the photo shoot.
The goal was to utilize the subject's own cells that were taken at the time of their narratives. So they were speaking into microphone in the studio, and I was shooting them. And then at the end of that, while they, after they had given their narratives, I then took the cells then. So I thought that was also a very important and powerful statement. You're taking cells at the time that they're giving their truths, so to speak, and the same token visually then using their own cells as a means of amplifying their own stories.
Cheryl Reese, who posed for the letter T, says community is an important element of their narratives.
As children, we grew up in the Harold Ickes projects, and Kevin can attest to this. We all went to the Henry Booth House for preschool. The letter X, which is Shannon Moore. Reginald Corners is R. All of our mothers kind of knew each other. And then not only did we go from preschool, this is kind of like preschool, grammar school, and high school.
Oh, wow.
So we've known each other throughout all those different institutions.
Wow.
So yes, Kevin, who is now a comedian, has always been funny, okay?
Never did the kids think that the photos they took one fun afternoon would still be used today.
We made history. I mean, the whole intent was to inspire African American children through representation in an educational medium. I would like to see a resurgence of these alphabets in the public school system.
For Chicago Tonight, I'm Angel Idowu.